My time at the Hamilton and Alexandra College has been like a piece of music. You have your fortes and your pianos, your dolces and your vivaces, your crotchets and your quavers, and of course your finale, your finish. Good afternoon, my name is Timothy Gilling and I am going to be telling you about my time at the Hamilton and Alexandra College. My piece began in Year 4 when I moved from Melbourne to Hamilton. Mrs. Simons was my first teacher, and although I was the only new student, I felt like I had been here for years. My first camp in Year 4 was at the Narrow Court Caves. It was a great experience trying to fit through holes smaller than the F-hole on a violin. Along with that, we also had the opportunity to sing at the Dallas Brooks Hall in Melbourne at the Ipsha Music Festival. One of my most significant memories of Year 4 was studying the book, The Tale of Despereaux, with Mrs. Simons tying it in with as much French as possible. By the end of the year, I can proudly say I had made new friends, had awesome new experiences, and I could remember what uniform to wear each day. The second movement began in Year 5, and it was a very vivace, lively year. Mrs. Magnus was our teacher, and on the first day of Year 5, I knew I would be learning my times tables so thoroughly that I would be able to recite any 1 to 12 fact in a nanosecond. In Year 5, one of the major differences was that we got to go on Oz camps as well as our inquiry camps. My first Oz camp was at the Grampians, and believe me, if I had to describe abseiling, I would describe it as lowering yourself down a rugged cliff face and hoping that your harness was strong enough. And your classmates belaying you are your friends. Another major difference in Year 5 was the starting of the middle years program, where we would do science, maths and English with some of the teachers from the senior school. They were really interesting lessons. We even got to dissect a sheep's heart. A major highlight of Year 5 would have to have been getting to fly to Canberra for our inquiry unit on government. Now, the most complicated movement in my piece would have to have been Year 6. There have been countless unforgettable experiences. It has been one of the most exciting years at school because now I was one of the big kids. It was lots of fun having a captaincy. In my case, music co-captain with my friend Nicholas Stratman. Going to Bridgewater Bay in Term 2 was really fun. There were a huge variety of activities, and it was really challenging trying to stay on a surfboard without getting a mouthful of sand and seawater. Oh, and speaking of unforgettable experiences, I don't think I'm ever going to forget the experience of having your head in one canoe and your feet in the other as they slowly drifted apart. There are so many amazing opportunities at the school, like getting to sing in a choir, or going caving, or even being lucky enough to give a speech to an audience, whether it is in the House Public Speaking Competition or just in the weekly assemblies. I've had one of the most amazing times in Year 6 with Mr. Nelson guiding us along the way as we matured into senior school kids. My time at the junior campus will be a time I'll never forget. With good friends and the knowledge I've learned from from junior school, I reckon I'm ready to start one of the hardest pieces of my life, senior school. Thank you.